Hello everyone, welcome to a new weekly vlog. It's election day, it's Tuesday. There is some stress. There is some stress. Finished the work day, it's the evening, and we went and voted this morning in person. We had to bring our own ballots. We're in Vermont, we got our ballots mailed to us, like every Vermont resident. You have to bring your ballot with you when you vote in person, which we did. And then, of course, as soon as we walked out of the polling location, Connor gets interviewed for Vermont Public Radio because, of course, he did. They also interviewed me and they took a video of us. I'm hoping to actually listen to the actual audio because it's like more raw of like a conversation. Whereas when they took a video of us, it felt like really deeply awkward because we'd already like said everything before. So whatever, it's on social media right now. But it's election day, which means I'm gonna be glued to my television for the rest of the night. I just made a cup of tea. I was just about to go and change into like comfy clothes because I've been like in real person clothes all day. And I need to be in my comfies. So tonight for dinner, we're gonna have shrimp scampi. So excited because I have everything here and I don't have to go to the store, which was my main concern. I just like don't wanna leave the house. Like I just wanna stay here. So I'm excited about that. And gonna have some tea, have some biscuits, needlepoint, try to chill before I turn on the news and then don't turn it off again for the next like 3 days. So, yay! Today was also such a busy work day, which was a good thing because it was distracting, but I feel like fatigued from the day. I also have my headphones on because in the not wanting to turn on the news, I like can't consume anything besides election stuff because I just like, I can't like live in a reality where like this just like isn't happening today. So listening to something that's like stupid or like about pop culture, not that pop culture is stupid, you know, I love it, but it's like silly stories. Like I need to just like, I can't, like I can't. So I'm listening to the last 2 recent episodes of Pod Save America, which is very informative. I listened to the one 2 days ago, and then I think I'm listening right now to yesterday's episode, which is good, informative, and helping me understand how we're going to understand the results of the election. So that's the plan for today, is figuring out if we just elected a woman president. I really hope so. We'll see. Now, the rest of the week, we are going to Massachusetts at some point. We're gonna be there. We're gonna see family, my family. I'm very excited to see them. Get to see, hopefully, I think maybe just Ari. I don't think anybody else is gonna be around. And then Sunday, my dad is running in the half marathon actually that I did last year. He's running in that this weekend. So we'll go and we'll cheer him on, which I'm also excited to do. Hello everyone, welcome to a new week and a new weekly vlog. It is Wednesday and I have not vlogged in a couple weeks. Vibes were off last week. It's an understatement. The last time I vlogged was me going to vote. We're just gonna leave it at that. We are just going to leave it at that. That feels like a fucking lifetime ago. Was that last week? Yeah, it was. No. What the hell day is it? I'm so confused. That was last week. That's crazy. Obviously in Vermont, last weekend we went home to Massachusetts to just see family, see friends. It was like a very wholesome, like fill my cup kind of weekend. Like honestly, perfection. And got to really just spend a lot of time with my family. Saw my sister and her boyfriend a couple of times. Got to see my parents. We went and watched my dad run a half marathon. And it was great. It was really, really nice. And then we came back here on Sunday, which sometimes we come back here on Monday and just kind of like stay the full weekend. But we came back on Sunday, and I will say that that was nice to kind of set us up for the week, because we've just kind of had a full-on week here. We did stop on the way back up to Vermont at Trader Joe's, because there's actually only one Trader Joe's in the whole state of Vermont, and it is in Burlington, which is like an hour and a half away from where we live. So we usually, if we're together, try to stop at Trader Joe's on the way back up to Vermont in New Hampshire, so that we can just get, you know, some snacks. I wanted to check out the holiday stuff. I obviously got an advent calendar, got Connor an advent calendar. We just have so much like Christmas stuff, and honestly snacks, as well as frozen food, which is always nice to get. Like, we really like their Indian food. Anyways, that just like was such a tangent. I did not come on here to talk about Trader Joe's. Anyways, Connor just went to go play pickleball. I did in fact just wake up from a nap. I am going to have to sort out what I'm going to eat for dinner, and because obviously Connor is not here, that means that I will be getting takeout. So the chef's night off, he'll probably have leftover tomato soup when he gets home, because I did make homemade tomato soup last night, and he did request that when he gets home that I could make him a grilled cheese, because he says that I make them better than him, which I do think is true. However, I'm not going to make myself that, because I ate that for lunch. Now, I also wanted to come on here and update you on my needlepoint, which I did in the last vlog. This is not going to be as long as the last time. You know when you do like multiple things, you feel so productive and you just like keep going that extra mile, but then that last thing kind of like breaks your spirit, and then you feel like the whole thing was a failure? That was me with needlepointing. I had last week painted a canvas, which I got acrylic markers, which has just been life-changing. Painted a canvas, literally so excited about it. Stitched the whole thing last week, like so accomplished. Like my fingers were breaking. I was doing so much stitching. Then today I also painted another canvas, which I will show you. This is the one I painted today, which I'm really so incredibly happy with. Connor did just come and see me before he left and said, what is going on with the circle here? And I said, this was a homemade circle, so you just don't really need to be worrying about that. And then I was on such a roll, I said, why don't we try finishing a needlepoint ornament ourselves? Now, the last time I did this, it also broke my spirit, and I effed something up so bad that I thought, I will never do this again. I have now watched enough TikToks that I thought I could attempt to do this on my own. Now, if you don't know what needlepoint finishing is, it's basically like taking something that you make in a canvas and like cutting this out, and then like try sewing it into or onto something. It can be turned into like anything. Most of the time people do them into like ornaments, which is what I attempted to do. And it did in fact break my spirit. Let me get my two pieces to show you. I did have to step away from this for several hours because I was honestly furious, and then I just felt like the whole thing was a waste of my time. This is the one that I had created last week. I think I either mentioned this in my last vlog or just on TikTok, but if you're from like the southern Vermont or like upstate New York area, you'll know Stewart's. It's like a local gas station chain that has the best ice cream, best milk, dairy products, like obsessed. Honestly, might have to go there today and get myself a milkshake. But I painted this myself. I traced it from their logo on an app and created it, and then I stitched it, felt so accomplished. And then I tried making it into an ornament. Multiple parts of this process pained me greatly. One is like, this does not look like an oval. Like what are these corners? I don't know. This is what the back looks like. This is kind of what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what I did wrong, but basically you take this it's filled with like a hard backing and a soft backing. And you put it together with another side. That's essentially like the backing fabric, if you will. This is just a gray color. Did the same thing. Oh, but are these two things two completely different sizes? Of course they are. And after realizing that, I said, I need to take a step back. And I'm not doing that at the moment. I will obviously be needing to make a brand new one of these. And then whatever, I'm like so irritated with that whole thing. I had to step away. I did start stitching a new canvas today. That's like a Michigan football one. Anyways, I am just hanging out here tonight, which is nice. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Maybe some YouTube, maybe some vlogs. I haven't really been watching anything lately except Connor and I have been watching Outer Banks, which we just finished yesterday. It is in fact one of the worst television shows ever made. It's honestly laughable. Like, we are just laughing the whole time, being like, why is this so bad? But we had to see it through, so we finished it. The end was quite shocking. I did not know that or see it coming. And of course we will be watching the next season, which I think is supposed to be the last season. And other than that, I have not been watching anything. I've been behind on Bake Off. I think I should probably catch up on that today, because the only thing that I have been doing is listening to podcasts. And I have only been listening to one podcast in specifically, which is called Obsessed with Brooke Averick. This woman. Have you seen this woman? You definitely know her. Her name's Lady Efron on TikTok. Deeply obsessed with her, deeply obsessed with her podcast. I don't know how many episodes. She started it in the end of January. I think today I'm on the last episode that I have to watch to be fully caught up, which will be quite devastating for me because that is the only thing that I have been listening to for the last week, like 24/7 in my head. I have only been listening to that podcast. So obviously I caught up to it pretty quickly, but I am pretty sad about that. Oh yeah, I have to pick up something at CVS. That's not happening. I will keep checking in with you guys and also take you along on the rest of our week and weekend. Actually, tomorrow night we have something pretty fun. We're going to a comedy show, which I don't actually know if I've ever just like been to like a stand-up comedy show. Definitely not like a small one. I can't even think of one that I've been to. But it's this girl on TikTok that I saw called Gabby. I'm so sorry, Gabby. What the hell is her last name? Gabby Bryan. I really had been like loving her TikToks. I haven't seen a single one in months, but at the time I was like obsessed with her TikToks that are of her stand-up shows, and randomly I came across that she's gonna be in Burlington, Vermont, which is tomorrow night at 7. The tickets were like 15 bucks and I was like, perfect. Like, we don't have anything to do. Let's just go to this show. So I am excited about that because we'll probably make an evening of it, maybe get something to eat on the way, go to her show. I did tell Connor I'm gonna make him sit in the front so that she calls on him and she does like crowd work and stuff, and like that would just deeply be so funny to me. But I'm not sure that he's going to actually let us do that because that would just be really embarrassing and funny, but I would love that. The rest of the weekend, we have nothing planned. Love when that happens. I need to kind of get myself in order a little bit when it comes to Christmas because I would love to start decorating. I need to order Christmas cards. I did narrow down to about 6 that I like. I'll let Connor choose from there, or at least tell me like his favorites, and then I'll choose. We need to decorate for Christmas. We're not gonna put up a tree yet, which is I would love to do, but we're gonna wait until I think the Sunday after Thanksgiving, which is still like 3 weeks earlier than we did it last year. And I wanna go through our Christmas ornaments and our Christmas like decor. I have no idea what we have because we did have some stuff from last year. We decorated here. Well, yeah, because we weren't at our old place for Christmas 2 years ago. Last year was our first Christmas in an apartment together. We must have had some decorations, but I have no idea what we have, and it's just been like in a box. So we need to go through that and see what we have. And other than that, those are the grand plans for the week and weekend. And we also discussed today potentially rearranging the guest room that we have here so that I can have a little craft area, because right now I'm just taking up the dining room table, which like is fine, nobody cares. Like we sometimes have friends over for dinner, and if we do, like I can clean it up very quickly, but I would just love to have a little space. But we also both just totally agree that that room is not like utilized at all. It's like a wasted room unless we have people coming to stay who stay in there. Otherwise, like we literally never go in there, which it's just like sucks that like we're not using that space. So not going to happen in this vlog, but just in the future, we're thinking we might change that room up a little bit. Okay, I got all of my thoughts, feelings, and angst out about this stupid project. Like I can't tell you, like, oh my God, this really broke my spirit, you guys. This is the size difference. And also just like, I honestly can't even touch it because it like makes me so upset. This is what I was tracing to make the circle on the lobster one. I told you it was a homemade circle. So we need to figure out what we're gonna have for dinner. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm not starving. However, I could absolutely die for a Chipotle quesadilla, which is like kind of my newest obsession. That is like a drive there, get out of the car, do the whole thing, drive back home sort of deal. Not necessarily something I would get delivered to the house. I could also get something delivered, such as Wendy's, which is always a good thing. Or Five Guys. Ooh, do I want a burger? The problem is, and this is like just a problem in general, some places do not deliver fountain sodas. I'll repeat that. Some places do not deliver fountain sodas. Wendy's will deliver a fountain soda. Five Guys will not. They only give you the option of a bottled soda, which is disgusting. Especially when they have that giant, nice machine, the freaking Coca-Cola Freestyle or whatever. Like, you're telling me I can't have a Diet Coke to go, to be delivered to my home, but Wendy's can do it? I hate that. Hello everyone. It is Thursday. I'm out of breath. I just went downstairs to go get a package that arrived to show you guys what I got at Sephora in their sale. Why am I so out of breath? Okay. I also just finished lunch. I had a little butter chicken from Trader Joe's, and I was not quite full because I didn't have any naan with it. That's okay. Currently brewing water to have a cup of Irish breakfast tea, and I am currently eating these, which I'm deeply obsessed with. Also currently have the dryer on, which you may be able to hear. And I have to be on a call in 15 minutes. But I wanted to show you, I got a lot of stuff in the Sephora sale that I'm really excited about. Some stuff I've had before, that this is kind of like a restock, and then some things that I've never had, but I'm very excited to try. First up, I'm sorry, there's like a lot of noises happening. Dryer, water. I hope that it's not like the worst experience viewing this. First thing is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I had a mini of this, and I literally could not figure out what this full-size version was or looked like. I had tried this full-size one that Leah had in Florida, and I said, send me the link because I loved the mini one, was obsessed with it. Literally could not figure out how to purchase the full size. So I'm really excited about that. Another product that I've had before, oh my God, that I'm so excited to have again is these Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peels. This is 5 treatments and they're like 2 pads and you like wipe your face with them. So excited about those. Another restock, it's like one of my favorite products and it's like a not necessary thing, but I love it. It's the Tower 28 SOS spray. Spray your whole face, dampen it, then do your serums and everything. Love. This is a great travel cleanser. This I got with points. I think this was like 100 points. It's huge. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. Great for keeping in a travel bag. Love that. Also have never tried this before. This is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling Cream, but it's a wand. I have like literally 2 of the actual creams that look like this from Day. And I have one that's like ginormous. I'll probably never run out of it. It's huge. And then I have a mini one that I think I got with points. But this is a wand, so it comes with a brush, which is really cool if you're like doing a slicked back bun. I'm not, I just have my hair in a clip really quick. But if you're doing a little slick back bun business, little slick back of the flyaways with this is very cool. So it smells amazing. Then we have something that I'm really excited about. I've been really wanting to try out Merit products. I have a blush from them that I actually love, but I have like no concealer, no foundation. I have no makeup on right now. But like even if there's like a special occasion or like I'm wanting to wear makeup, I like actually don't have any. I only have a tinted moisturizer. And so this is their, I think it's called like a concealer foundation stick or something. Now I actually don't know how this works. Okay, this is the color matching. It was just gonna be like a best guess situation. So I believe that it's like this and we can move this up or down. We're gonna hope that that is going to be a good color match. Now on the same vein of not having foundation or concealer, I don't have a brush. I have really, really old brushes from, oh my God, what the hell is that brand? The sisters, the Pixie Woo sisters. Real Techniques. I have Real Techniques brushes. They are so old and they're like kind of falling apart now because they're so old that I was like, let's get a fancy brush. And so I could have gotten the Merit brush, but I actually got the Say brush and this is their base foundation brush. And I'm really excited about that. So that big reveal is this. Stands up. We love. We love. So now I'm really excited about that. I do need to brew my tea. I feel a little bit chaotic at the moment. Today is a busy day. And then tonight we're going to that comedy show, which I'm excited about. And I also started stitching that Michigan needlepoint last night. And I actually did a new stitch that I've never done before and I'm really excited and proud of it. So that is a win from yesterday after feeling so incredibly defeated by trying to finish that other thing. So yeah, that's everything I got at Sephora with their, I think it's a semi-annual sale. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. Got my Valley Girl mug from my What We Said podcast. And I take my Irish breakfast tea with milk and sugar. I do not really like English breakfast tea. I have come to that conclusion. I am sticking with my Irish roots. And I also love this tea kettle. All right, I need to go into a meeting, but I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll take you along with the comedy show that we're going to tonight. We'll see. Going to our comedy show. Connor's scared of getting made fun of. Hello everyone, welcome to Friday. Last night we had so much fun at the comedy show. I obviously didn't bring my camera with me, but we had just the best time. It was honestly so funny. Like, the opening acts were funny. The main act who we went to see was so funny. I'm like sitting at the weirdest angle, but like, it's fine. And we just had literally the best time. We just kept saying on the way home like how much fun we had. We did go and eat at Chili's beforehand. And yeah, we just had like the best time, and we were home by like a little after 10, which is crazy because we had to drive like an hour and 20 minutes to get there. So that was super fun, and it was just like really, yeah, it was just really good. I don't know, never really like experienced like stand up like that, especially in like a small room and like crowd work, and like it was really funny. And now it is Friday afternoon, work is done. I keep looking at the clock and I'm like, oh my god, it's actually feels earlier like than it is. And Connor is talking about football with his friends on the phone. If you can hear that, that is him just literally talking about football. But I took some time I had washed my face this morning, and then all I did was put an oil on it. I didn't put like any other skincare. And then I went in with like what the hell are they called? Like, they're called tangle tweezers. It doesn't sound right. And they're like the dermaplane knives, I guess. They're like not really that scary, but I literally took all the peach fuzz off my whole face. That's why it's literally so red. Did my whole skincare routine, and I'm just like feeling glowy and fresh faced. And then I dyed my eyebrows, which you've seen me do probably a billion times in vlogs, and kind of like tweezed them a little bit and shaped them. Obviously this one is my favorite, and this one like looks like shit, but feeling really good and happy about that. And now it is the weekend, and I'm so happy that it's the weekend. We have like not a lot going on, not a lot planned, like a lot kind of like up in the air of plans. No clue. I'm gonna kill him. Tonight, not really sure what we're gonna do. We have like the potential for a few different plans. If Connor ever gets off the phone of talking about football, then we can decide what we're gonna do tonight. But tomorrow, we are also not really sure what we're gonna do. Might go to Burlington, Vermont again, and Connor might be doing a fun little errand there that I might tag along with. And then Sunday, we're gonna have a wholesome day with his parents. We're gonna go see a local football game, and we're gonna have dinner over there, which I'm excited about. We haven't been over there in a little while, since I think before Connor's birthday. And other than that, I'm just sitting here listening to a podcast. I'm listening to Brooke and Connor make a podcast because I did finish all of Brooke Averick's podcast, Obsessed. And now I need another, method of getting to her. And so I will be listening to every single episode now of Brooke and Connor make a podcast. I should honestly start at the beginning, but I'm listening to today's episode. The other night I started stitching this. Why does my fucking battery just flash like all the time? It's so annoying. But I want to show you guys my latest canvas that I started stitching. So this is the Michigan one that I painted myself, but I did all of the M, which is just in a regular stitch, and then at the top I have been doing a different stitch that I've never done before called a brick stitch. This is continental, or I guess technically I did basket weaving on this one, but so this is basket weave, this is a brick stitch. So pleased with this. Again, this is a homemade circle, so I don't really want to hear any reviews about this circle and how neat it looks. Apparently I need to go change my battery, and then I need to figure out what we're actually doing tonight. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning, and I do have you propped up on literally like the jankiest setup, so we love that. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room. My eyebrows are looking absolutely crazy. Like, I do think that they look good, but I do think that they also look crazy because I think every single time that I do my eyebrows, I forget that they like need to like set, like the dye continues to develop after you do them. And hence why I have like caterpillars on my eyes. Also just like totally found this sweat set in my closet again, and I'm so happy with it. Have I changed my battery? No, I have not. So we're just gonna roll with this until it dies. I'm getting ready for the day. Also, the lid has like come off the lid of my Elmis, which is like kind of sad. That has literally never happened to me before. But I obviously slept in today, and Connor actually went snowboarding today, which is crazy. The mountain is open. We live near Killington, and I think that this is the first weekend of it being open. So he got up early this morning. I did not even hear him get up, and went to go meet, I think, his uncle to go snowboarding, which is fun. Now, I believe that the plan is that we are gonna go into Burlington, Vermont today. We just can't stay away from Burlington. We literally never ever go to Burlington, and this is the second time this week. My face is feeling so good since I did the like dermaplane situation. Also, I'm looking at the only sliver of mirror because you guys are like in part of the cabinet. And we're gonna probably leave in the next like 45 minutes. So my plan is to make a coffee, and I think I'm like ready for the day. Like, I'm wearing this. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what the errand is because I don't want to kind of like blow up Connor's spot of what we're doing, but if we do end up doing what we are setting out to do, I'll obviously tell you guys and you'll come along on the journey with us. But otherwise, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do in Burlington. Hopefully get something to eat. Maybe. We don't have anything to eat here, so I hope we're gonna be eating something at some point. I'm gonna wash this off, continue with the rest of my skincare. I'll show you guys maybe what I'm doing if this thing doesn't die in the next 2 seconds. Okay, so I just washed my face, and now we're gonna go in with the Tower 28, the Daily Rescue Spray, and just do a few spritzes. Then I think technically you're supposed to like let that fully dry. Obviously I do not do that. But the next thing that we use is my favorite. This is like one of the best products I've ever used. This is the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Skin Barrier Serum Toner. First of all, this is so much product. I only use about this much, and it's like a really hydrating toner that I love. This bottle lasts me probably most of the year. I do not even remember the last time I bought one of those. I maybe buy 1 or 2 a year. Amazing. We're gonna do some serum. I'm just gonna do this one. This is the Cicaplast serum of La Roche-Posay. I do not know if they sell this in the US, but I did get this when we were in Canada in the spring. Which, by the way, I have to go back to Montreal. Like, Connor and I keep talking about like things that we need that we've run out of since going to Montreal in April, and like how we like absolutely need these things back in our lives. Like, one, Connor's obsessed with the peanut butter that we bought there, which I told him. I knew that they were such good peanut butter there. It's like the Kraft brand of peanut butter that they have. And for me, obviously skincare, but also candy, really good candy there. I have run out of my classic La Roche-Posay Cicaplast and instead have been using this, which is the Avène Cicalafate. This is a huge product. I bought this at CVS. I use about this much. My daily moisturizer. It is a very thick cream moisturizer, which is what I love. There we go. Okay. And it does probably leave a little bit more of a white cast than Cicaplast does, or La Roche-Posay. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. I love this. It is so hydrating. It leaves your skin looking so glowy. I will say there was something when I first bought it that I thought it was like, Okay, I have literally no idea what I was saying before my camera obviously died. But I finished getting ready for the day. I did a little makeup. Okay, my new Sephora products we love. Made a coffee. I'm currently obsessed with putting like, might be disgusting to some people, but like the Smucker's caramel sauce that you like would put on a literal ice cream sundae. I have been putting in my coffee and it is so good. Connor's still not home yet, so I might just do a little needle pointing or start kind of like, I don't know if I want to sit over there and start like trying to finish that ornament again. I think that might give me some heart palpitations that I don't want to carry with me for the rest of the day. But when he gets home, I'll probably make him a coffee and then we'll hit the road and head out. So I'll take you along on the rest of the day, and I have no idea how cold it is outside, but I'm sure it's freezing.